and welcome to my April plan with me. This month, as you can see, I'm doing like a sunflower theme. So the main colours that I use are my yellow, my orange and my brown mild liners. I decided to use this washi tape because it was yellow and had flowers on, even though it's not sunflowers, because I thought, it would fit. And I don't have any washi tapes that are just yellow or like have sunflowers or anything like that on them. So as you can see with the cover page, I thought I'd do like some hand lettering, like fake hand lettering. I do actually change that because I'm not happy with how it is at the minute, so that will be changed by the end. And then I do like corner borders with sunflowers of different sizes, which I hadn't done before, so I was kind of winging it, but I'm quite happy with how that part turned out. So yeah, with the sunflowers you'll see in better detail on some of the other pages. What I do is I do the outline of like the general shape of the flowers in the yellow, and then put some orange in and just kind of blend it all together, and then I go in with a black just fine liner pen to do the details and all of that sort of thing. And then I'm putting a little watercolour painting that I've done, which I'm going to show you how I did the embossed parts of it now. So I used this quickie glue pen and some of this embossing powder and the the hot heat gun. First to emboss the quote that I'm using, which is a sunflower field is like a sky with 1,000 suns. And then I decided for the seeds of the sunflowers for the centre to use this bronzy embossing powder. I feel like I probably overheated it a little bit because I quite liked how it looked. It looked more like seed-like before it was fully melted. Just sticking that in place on the page next to my cover page as a quote page, and moving on to the calendar. Might look a little bit strange how I'm drawing the calendar out at the moment, because from a distance you can't really see the difference in the thickness of the pen, but I used a 0.8 millimeter tip on the outline at the very outside edges, and then a 0.51 on the inner lines. And sorry that the lighting's changed here, this was the next day and I was just using natural light for this. So I've used that yellow accent as a drop shadow and like as a little circle to put the date into each of the boxes, and then instead of just writing the day of the week above, I decided to do it with sunflowers. As you can see, as I'm getting more confident with the way that I want to make the sunflowers, I'm not bothering with pencil or anything like that. Just going straight in with the colour. And here is the finished spread for that. I think that's probably my favourite spread of them all for this month. And I like how I included a little notes section at the side as well, which is something I haven't done on the monthly ones before. And I much prefer the hand lettering on that to the cover page. Even after changing the cover page, I prefer it. It just looks better. I think the ombre between the colours is better, and it's just the letters themselves look better. Just moving on to the habit tracker spread now. So I'm doing a nice sunflower in the corner, and then I'm just gonna write in kind of like a cursive handwriting the word habits. And as you can see with this one, I did do like dots in the centre as well, to kind of mimic the sunflower seeds, and I didn't do that in the rest of them, but I might go back and do it, I'm not sure yet. And just using again that yellow accent to underline the word habits. So here you can just see me copying my habits across. And then for my last one, I didn't really know what to put because the 6th one had been revised, but obviously my exams have now been cancelled, so I ended up putting academic work. I feel like I could have come up with a better kind of phrase for it, but it's the best I could come up with at the time, and I know what it means. So moving on to the looking after yourself spread, which is like my mood and sleep tracker. I just referred back to last month's to make sure I got all the spacing and everything right. And then I turned my lamp on because it started to get dark outside. And what I'm doing here is I'm using the sticky part of a post-it note to block off where I've put the key for the tracker, so that I can draw sunflowers around it. I can just focus on drawing and being a little bit messy, and then when I peel that off, the key will be as it was, so it won't have had pen or anything on it. So I just do like a little cluster of sunflowers up in that corner, just to kind of decorate the page a little bit. And I was being quite mindful of how far down I went, because obviously it will cut into the table if I go any further down. ones. And then moving on to my April memories spread, I decided for this one to do a massive sunflower, because then if it doesn't end up getting filled up, because we end up just being at home and I don't have that many things to put onto it, it won't just be like a big empty page, there'll be something on it. So what I was thinking with this was to just do like a big sunflower to go with the theme, and then if I do have anything to put onto it I can just stick it on top and kind of use the sunflower as like a background. So you can kind of see here in more detail how I use the orange and yellow mould liners to create the sunflower, because you can see that I'm kind of blending the orange and yellow together so that it creates a kind of deeper yellow. It's like an orangey yellow. It's not quite orange, but it's not quite yellow either. So that then, oh, my head's just poking in. So that then you've got like the yellow, and then kind of more of a transitional colour between the orange and the yellow. I do find that this larger sunflower doesn't really look as good as the other ones. I think it's because obviously the other ones, being on such a smaller scale, are a lot easier to kind of blend the colours and make it look more detailed than it is. So I might go back and do something else with that. And then here you can see that I've moved on to my weekly spread, and I'm just doing the same sort of layout as I've been doing since I started the journal. I do make quite a lot of mistakes in this part because I was getting quite tired, so a lot of Tipp-Ex and the like tape version of Tipp-Ex were used, but it's alright. Fix it, don't worry. I know that is irritatingly off centre, and it did look odd to me, but then I didn't really realise until I went back to do the numbers why it looked odd. Colours. Obviously yellow's the main one, but the brown and orange are also included in this, so I'm just using them to highlight the days. Just going through it in order of the colours, so going yellow, orange, brown, yellow, orange, brown, and then just going through and neatening everything up. And here is my new cover page. I prefer the lettering, but I'm still not a massive fan of it. Here is that watercolour painting. I feel like I could do something with a border or something on that. Not sure yet. And then I added a couple more accents, like some orange lines and stuff, onto the pages as well. And here's my calendar. I do really like this spread. I really love how I've done the lettering on this, like the ombre of it. I'm actually quite proud of. And I like the sunflowers and everything like that. And I love the notes, so I'm a fan of that page. And then we've got my habit tracker, so I've got a vegan meal a day, something creative, reading, exercise, slept 8 hours, I've said reading twice, and academic work. And then I feel like I could have swapped on this, looking after yourself page, I feel like I could have swapped the title and the key around, but oh well. And then I've got my memories page that, like I said about, I can just stick things on if I do have any memories from that, and if not I can just leave it as a big old sunflower. And then this page here I'm leaving blank because I'm going to be doing that as kind of like a mood boardy sort of scrapbooky page throughout the month, rather than it being part of a setup. I'm leaving it as a page for me to do while I'm just sat at home. And then as you can see here, I did the days as I normally do, but then the bottom section that used to be notes and then I changed into like a kind of timetable of my week, I have left blank because I obviously don't really know at the minute what to put in there. But I know I'll use it, just don't know exactly how. But yeah, this is definitely my favourite spread. I feel like if this was the cover page I would be happy, but obviously it's not, because it's not a cover page, it's a calendar page. But yeah, that is my April 2020 bullet journal setup using my lovely sunflower theme, which I absolutely love. Oh, I loved this as well, like you could see that it was starting to fill up and everything. That made me very happy. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like or subscribe or anything like that, and maybe look at my other ones. But yeah, hope you have a lovely, lovely day and you're all staying really safe and everything at home. And yeah, bye!